Hello everybody, today I'll be talking about this package, this cool package to be exact. It's called Easy Localization and it is made by ISAT. Big shout out to him and all the 19 contributors who are making this package work. And as you can see, well maintained. I'll be having all the code that we'll write today in this packet, in this GitHub repository, and you'll have the link down below in the description. So as you can see, it has a lot of features. One of them is null safety, support for right to left locales, and a lot more. So here's all the getting started. All the docs are right over here. So you can read them, but if you're not interested in reading them, you can watch my video. So let's start. First of all, you need to create a Flutter project. I've gone and done it. You just run Flutter create and then the project name. So you just run the project name, run this command, and you'll have a brand new project. So it's working correctly. So let's just wipe everything, start from the beginning. So if you're not familiar, you just have this line, which is importing Flutter material, the Dart, and then a function called main. It will be not of type void, future of type void, because we will be needing to run asynchronous calls here. So main and then async, and this is the function. Here we'll run app, and then our app, let's call it my app. Okay, we have an extra bracket right over here. My app is not created until now, so let's create a file, app.dart. Then my app, import also material.dart, and in here we will have like material app with home widget called home, and then we will create it here, home.dart. If it's a bigger app, you should create like a folder for screens. Let's do it right now, why not? So this will be just like if you're making a real app, not just some random code thrown out to you. Okay, and here's a scaffold, since this is the page, and we'll have in the body just some text saying, okay, hello. This is just some boilerplate code. Okay, here's home, created home. Let's save and try to import home. Okay, it's not working, the importing thing. So we'll import it / screens / home.dart. Okay, and my app, we can't also import it, so let's import it manually. It's not really a big deal. App.dart. Now we have an app. We have to first refresh or have to start the app, because we've done a lot of changes. And as you can see, it works now, saying here hello. Let me minimize it a bit. Okay, here's the text we just made. And now let's go ahead and add this package. I have added it, so add it. Make sure it's the latest version. As the time of this video, which is 15th of March, latest was 3.0.0, but add the latest from pub.dev. Check the latest version, click this copy button, and add it to your pubspec.yaml. Now we have the package, but we have to at first add some things to translate, like hello only is not really very interesting. So let's create a column, inside of which we'll have a list of children, which will be not children, which is a list of widgets. First of all, let's put some text here to say, hi, I am Yazeed. Okay, you'll see why I did put this. Put your name in here. Okay, then after that, let's say this should be translated to Arabic. Translated to the language, like any other language, or like use Google Translate, doesn't matter. And we'll also center all of the body, just to make sure that everything is the center. Okay, and as you can see here, main axis alignment needs to be centered. Yeah, and now it's in the center of the screen. What we can do now is create in the main folder, like out of lib, right click and create a new folder called assets, another folder inside it called translations, and here we'll be creating JSON files for our languages. If we go to the docs, as you can see, we have two ways: only the language code with the extension, or language code with country code. For me, I like to use language code because it's way easier and less complicated. Because let's say use en-us, if the phone is en-uk, it will say I don't recognize English, and it will go to the fallback language. So better to use just the language code, unless you wanna do it yourself. We can do it manually like that, and write like here, hello text, and then the translation, but that's not really, it's really time consuming. So what I like to do is use an app called i18n Manager. You can find it, it's open source, just like type in Google i18n Manager, and should pop up right here. So click on this electronjs.org link, and you should be able to download it. Like here, it will say you download for your system. Mine is Windows. So let's get into here. After downloading it and installing, open it, click here, open folder. After click file, open folder, go to Flutter projects, and or the directory where a project is located, then assets, translations, and open this folder. You will see here it says unknown prefix, no problem. So now it knows that you have two languages. If we create a new item, we have, as you can see, we have hi, I am Yazeed, and there's also this should be translated to Arabic. So we have two strings only. That will be easy. So let's say hi text, it's called hi text. You can put anything in here, but preferably without spaces. So as you can see, it's recognized we have two languages. You can add third language, fourth language, and then it will be empty, and then you add it. It's way easier than typing it manually. So here, hi, I am Yazeed, okay, and in Arabic, I'll type it. It says Ahlan Ana Yazeed, okay. Here you put like whatever language you want to translate, and I put Arabic in here, ar.json. But let's say you want to use Spanish, I think it's es.json, and etc. Use the two character code. The second one we want to create, it is called, this should be translated. Let's call this should be translated. This is just the key that you will be using to get this translation. So this should be translated to Arabic. As you can see now, if I click save and the green color goes away, as you can see, en.json, we have this one, ar.json, we have the same thing. So just to prove the concept, if we create a new file called like es.json, JSON, not JOSN, JSON, yes. And we go into here, as you can see, Spanish, and it added a new field that says there's something missing. So it's a really cool app. I really suggest you use it instead of typing manually. Now let's go and generate those files. We have to generate it, and there's some steps like involved in the translation, not just adding it here. So first we have to add it to the assets. So let's do that. We go to the popspic.yaml. Inside of here, assets. Inside assets, we have the first assets, which is assets/translations. The path of this folder, wherever you put it. Okay, loading translations from other sources. We won't be using this easy localization loader package. No, we will be using something else. Note on iOS, as you can see, iOS needs this array of keys, which is needed for iOS translation. Like if you don't put it, the translation won't work. So you open iOS folder, runner, info.plist, go to the end. Here you see plist dictionary, this one, click enter and put those one here, indent them correctly. So under the above the dictionary, as you can see here, I put this new array. This is the name of it, en, and I have also ar. Whatever language, you just copy and put the other languages you are translating to. So each time you add a new language, you have to add it in here. Also, now we have to configure the easy localization widget, and Also make sure that the widgets Flutter binding, we make sure that the widgets are initialized, and also easy localization is initialized. So we copy those two lines and we put them in the main dot. As you can see, that's why we made it a future with asynchronous. So we can await for easy localization. Finish this thing. Easy localization, it says undefined. Weird. Easy localization. Yeah, it's not defined. Okay. It should be just like some error because I'm recording now and the machine is a bit slow. And it says also you have to wrap the my app with easy localization. So we should just do that. Control dot. This is in VS Code, and then wrap with a widget called easy localization. And as you can see, we got this squiggly line that says we are missing path and supported locales. Path will be the path to the translations. So my translations are in assets/translations. So I'll put that path assets/translations. And we also need supported locales. It's a list of locales. So you put this type of class called locale, and then you put language. If you used here en-us maybe, you put here the country code. But for me, I just used the name of the language or country, language name. So I just, language code, sorry. So I put ENAR. You put multiple languages, other multiple languages if you used other ones. Okay. Now, as you can see, we did this, we did this. We have to add also the fallback locale. So if it finds none of those, which locale should it use? Call the fallback locale. It's not mandatory, but better to use. Also, we should put the localization delegate, supported locales, and the locale into the material app. So let's go to the app. We created the app file here in the app widget. Supported locales. There is an extension context.supported locales, but as you can see, we can't see it because we have to first import easy localization, and now we should be able to see supported locales. Also, localization delegates should be here. Context.localization delegates, and also the locale itself, we have to add it. Locale or locale, I don't really know. Doesn't matter. Most importantly, you understand what I mean. Now we done those steps, and we have added all the required stuff. Now, okay, initialize the library, change locale. This is how to change the locale. There is a command to run, so we can generate like the code. Okay, yeah, this is the Flutter pop run easy localization generate -h. This command, we need to run it, and we get the help code. Like, okay, let's run it first of all. Okay, should be run. Okay, so we have to use this command to generate some code. So I have the command already, so I'll just paste it here. So this is the first command. As you can see, let's make sure it is correct. Okay, I need to get this down first. Yeah, now we can see it. So let's explain the command. As you can see, we have the -s flag, which is the source file, the source directory. So for me, it is the assets/translations. I have put it in here. We have the -o, which means the output directory, which is lib/translations. It will create a translations directory here and put the generated code in there. Okay, so we run this command and it will generate a file in here, as you can see. Yeah, codegenloader.g.dart. As you can see, it's okay. I don't have to change it because it's a generated file. I just saved it, no need. So the generation now is done. We come to the main.dart. Under fallback locale, we put the CodeGenLoader. I believe it's called asset loader, yes. And then we import CodeGenLoader. Let me check the name. CodeGenLoader. I don't know why the importing is not working, but yeah, we can import it manually. Import /, it is in the translations, CodeGenLoader.dart. Now we have the CodeGenLoader. It just like it creates a map, a static map, the locales and the strings we did, like high text. This should be translated. Now there's another command that will make our life way easier. It's basically the same command with a new two flags. -all, where do you want, what's the file you want, the name of the file, basically, localkeys.g.dart will be beside this file in the translations folder, since we specified it here, lib/translations. And -f, it is the format. JSON is the default, but you want keys. So let's generate this file also. And yeah, we have this file, as you can see, it contains those two. So we have to just like localkeys.hightext, and it will give us this one instead of typing it ourselves, like getting the AR and typing this one. It will be way easier. So now we have the setup done. Basically, let's make sure, yeah, everything is done. As you can see, it's imported the Origin loader, because it's the asset loader we use. Now we just have to get the text. So now let's go here. We have to restart the app. Okay, now nothing changed. If we come to here and then we put locale keys dot, also you have to import it manually. I don't know what is it with the auto import, but yeah, dot slash, then we go into translations, locale keys. Okay, now we have this locale keys dot high text dot. We're not done, no, because let me show you. If I just put this, it will give us the string, but we do not want to do this. We want to translate it. This is an extension. To use it, you have to import easy localization. Okay, as you can see, in each file you want to translate, those two imports are mandatory. And as you can see, hi, I am Yazeed. It's here because the fallback locale is English, and this device's language is also English, so it will be English. So locale keys dot, as you can see, now we have autocomplete, so it's easier, way easier than like going through a map and typing the names yourself. So this should be translated .tr, and yeah, nothing changed till now. We have to put some buttons under this text. So like to translate const sized box. You don't need this one, but it's just for shape. 15. Yep. Okay, 15. Then we will have a row of two buttons. Row is just basically putting things beside each other, not under each other. Inside the children, yep, its type is a list of widgets. So we have, first of all, two elevated buttons. Elevated button, unpressed, empty function for now. Here we have some text. Okay, this text shouldn't be translated because it's the language text, because if I'm an Arabic guy and like I don't know English, if I translate all the buttons to English, that would be useless or if you talk only Spanish, if you see like Spanish, you won't really understand what's the language. Okay, so it's better to use the native language when changing changing buttons languages. I believe you got me, hopefully. So yeah, here العربية. Okay, here we give it some alignment, main axis alignment dot space evenly. They should be separated. Yeah. So now if we click them, nothing happens, obviously, because yeah, we have nothing in the onPressed. So if you remember, I told you that we can use it from the context, like there are extensions on the context. Let me go back. As you can see here, it says we have extension methods on text and build context, and we are lucky enough to have the context from the build method. So let's get the context, and dot, we have here set locale. It's a function. Okay, it's a future of type void, so we might have to put here async and await it till it finishes. But yeah, basically we have to provide it with a locale. The locale must be one of those locales, like you can't bring a new one, so just copy one of them. Okay, this is the English one, so we have to copy locale en, basically, and put it right over here. If we click the button now, nothing changes because the locale is already English. But here, if we change it to Arabic, so AR, bring the app. Now, watch this cool magic as it happens, okay? If I click English, nothing happens, but let me click Arabic. And as you can see, it's really cool, even the animation when it pops. So here, أهلا أنا يزيد، يجب ترجمة هذه إلى العربية. or maybe we should be putting here إنجليزية, which means English. But yeah, whatever, you get the idea. If I click English, it translates back. The animation is really cool. Like, this package just makes life so much easier. Like, literally, I'm just pressing the button and everything changes instantaneously. So this is a basic app with the one screen, but you get the idea. I hope you liked it, and you will find the code up here on GitHub. Let's just push it right now. So hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Follow me on Twitter. There I'll be like announcing things, talking to you guys directly. If you want to DM me, feel free to do that. DMs are open. And yeah, peace.